cold, echoing, ambient sound, narrator.com. Ominous tone, in the middle of a desert that doesn't appear on any map. Far from prying eyes and beyond the reach of the law, there stands a building that officially doesn't exist. No name, no sign, just concrete. Walls so thick, even whispers have trouble passing through. Some say nothing happened there. Others speak of horrors too terrible to ever forget. They called it the Echo Room, built to withstand earthquakes, missiles, and betrayal. People say psychological torture leaves no scars, until you look into the eyes of those who survived it. Tonight, we reveal a secret psychological torture facility, once believed to be a conspiracy. A place buried beneath layers of lies, where victims were turned into ghosts while still breathing. This is not fiction. This is based on accounts extracted from declassified documents, whistleblowers, and forgotten archives. Our story begins with a man known only as Subject 17, a whistleblower who disappeared shortly after leaking intel. He claimed he worked as a technician at a black site facility involved in mental manipulation experiments. In his own words, they never laid a hand on the subjects, but they tore their minds apart, piece by piece. He described a room, soundproof, windowless, bathed in white light 24/7. The detainees were kept awake for days, not by violence, but by silence. A silence so deep it would ring in their ears. Every few hours, a different sound was played. A child crying, a dripping tap, their own voice played back with altered tones. Psychological warfare, masked as research. But why? What was the purpose? The leaked documents reveal a chilling motive. The Echo Room was part of a classified government project called Obsidian Halo. The goal? To study the breakdown of the human mind, to create interrogation techniques more effective than physical pain. The subjects weren't criminals, they were activists, journalists, and foreign agents suspected of information leaks. One file mentioned Exposure Protocol Alpha, a sequence where the detainee was made to confess crimes they didn't commit, using nothing but light, sound, and manipulated dreams. Yes, dream manipulation. They were injected with a substance nicknamed Mind Ink, which induced lucid dreaming under audio control. The subjects began confusing dreams with reality, forgetting where the torture began and when it would end. One survivor, a woman referred to as Clara, came forward after escaping during a facility fire. In her haunting interview, she said, "They never hit me, never shouted. But every second, I felt like I was unraveling. They made me doubt my own name." She spoke of an invisible audience, guards behind mirrored walls who spoke only through muffled speakers. She recalled being asked the same question hundreds of times, not for answers, but to see when she'd break. Day 14, I started hearing voices in the walls. Day 18, I saw my mother's face in the ceiling tiles. The most terrifying part, the guards never denied it. In fact, they confirmed the hallucinations were intentional side effects of isolation paired with ultrasonic tones. The facility didn't shut down because of ethics. It collapsed because of internal rebellion. A young behavioral scientist, Dr. Harlan Vexley, eked recordings of sessions to international media. In one, you hear a detainee repeating the word open for 3 hours straight, believing he was unlocking a door that wasn't there. The public outcry forced an investigation, but by then, the Echo Room had already been buried under tons of sand and concrete. No staff were prosecuted. No survivors were compensated. But Dr. Vex's final message before vanishing still echoes across the dark web. You, Dan T, need to touch a person to destroy them. You just need to make them believe they're alone, unheard, forgotten. It's important to state that there's no single verified location for this facility. It could be anywhere or everywhere. And yet, unsettling clues keep surfacing. On abandoned military bases in the Nevada desert, locals report eerie structures with soundproof walls. Satellite images of Camp Delta in Cuba show a stark white building resembling the Echo Room from descriptions. Even inside Area 51, rumors persist of a secret facility where captured pilots are held. But how much of this is propaganda and how much is reality? Truth is often the first casualty in a war. Of secrets, we can only examine what's been declassified and draw our own conclusions. Enter Robert Hastings, a journalist who spent decades tracking government cover-ups. He uncovered a pattern of bizarre incidents at Area 51, from UFO crashes to mysterious lights over the Nevada test site. These events, initially dismissed as conspiracy, began appearing in official records years later. For example, Project Mogul, which investigated balloon-borne sensors, was once believed to be a hoax, but declassified documents prove it real. Yet they also revealed unsettling details about the project's secrecy, including plans to deceive witnesses and cover up equipment failures. It seems the truth wasn't just lost in the vastness of the desert, it was buried intentionally. In the early 1960s, the CIA developed a technique to manipulate emotions through subliminal messaging, embedding hidden commands in TV shows and films. As viewers watched, their feelings would be subtly shifted without their awareness. They called it thought stopping. When tested on troops, the results were unnerving. Soldiers flashed images of napalm attacks, and then told to report any negative feelings, responded with calm detachment. The CIA concluded its own agents could be psychologically reprogrammed, turning friends into enemies and enemies into assets. But soon after, the project was cancelled due to ethical concerns. Or was it? Rumors persist of secret programs continuing the work of thought stopping. Meanwhile, back at Area 51, strange occurrences continued. In one incident, workers reported seeing a bright green glow emanating from a crashed UFO. When a team went to investigate, they found not only the debris, but signs of an extraterrestrial body nearby. The official explanation: swamp gas. But witness accounts tell a different tale of advanced technology and silent observation. Then there's the case of Bob Lazar, a physicist, who worked at a classified nuclear reactor on the base. He claims to have witnessed anti-gravity devices and flying machines that defied physics. The government has labeled him a liar and a fraud. Yet some of his predictions, like the existence of wormholes, are now mainstream theory. But why? Why all the secrecy? Why snuff out any mention of what happens in the desert? We may never know for sure, but some speculate the government is hiding evidence of not only alien life, but our own species' potential to do unimaginable things. In the heart of the Nevada desert, where the line between science and ethics blurs, there are those who would rather remain in the shadows. Echo Room isn't just a place, it's a state of mind, a silence so profound it screams in your head. If the government can erase an entire facility from maps and memories, how safe are we from the things we don't know? Are we just a heartbeat away from being in our own echo chamber, controlled by unseen hands? Can we trust the silence, or will it drive us insane? Now it's time to hear from you. Have you ever experienced something unexplained? Let us know in the comments. And if you dare, stay tuned for more chilling investigations into the unknown. Because sometimes the truth is scarier than fiction.